to the I Disagree podcast with Goodz and this week's co-host, Van Johnson. This is where it really goes down. There's a lot happening out there, and we all don't agree with everything. Now I'm mad. Whether it's music, I disagree. Fashion, hold on, man. Let me see the... I disagree. Politics, they're eating the dogs. I disagree. Even baby mama drama. You can go to hell, man. We cover it all. This is where it's at. It's all here.
You'll thank me later.
The I Disagree podcast. Let's get into it.
What we talking about, man? There's always some
We talking about Beijing. Like the country.
Beijing been popping up everywhere lately, man. So that's what that be when the dudes be having a beer and they go like this and be all up here in their nose?
Sometimes I need a little help.
Dude.
That be the Beijing. They be wildin'.
Looking crazy.
They be wildin'.
I want to know the list of celebrities that you could tell off the top that rock Beijing.
Oh.
Busta Rhymes.
He just got
Joe,
caught.
Fat Joe is the spokesman.
Yeah, he is. Who else? Clearly. Damn.
Busta Rhymes. Shout out to Fat Joe. That's my man too, man.
Kirk Franklin.
Shit, Kirk Franklin. Yeah, for
Wait,
sure.
who else? Somebody else just got caught too. There's a lot of...
I don't know, man.
DJ Khaled, which I didn't know.
DJ Khaled for sure.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
Yo, my man from Little Teacup, the pink Little Teacup. What's
I don't nigga, you got kid. I ain't
It's a
watched
reality.
that,
I guess it was only me.
Yo, dude, I don't know his name.
But the thing with Beijing is you can tell it's Beijing. So I don't know why. I don't understand why. If you get a check for it, like Fat Joe getting some money for that. But I don't know why you would wear it if you can tell that is Beijing. Now that's a good question to ask the people that's watching, because would you wear it if you needed it, but you can tell it's Beijing?
Yo.
I mean, people got a real insecurity about having no hair in places that you would want hair at. You know what I'm saying? So when motherfuckers like, I'm bald head, but I had to, before I went completely bald, I used to like spray like a little fat, fiber in my shit, and just to try to make it look like hair.
Full, like hair, yeah.
Yeah, but that shit don't work, man, and it looks like it. So that means you flogging now. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't grow your hair back right now, like Kiss and get the or like Nori. Yo, Nori, my nigga, Nori, you lying, Nori?
Somebody with the turkey.
Nori.
Somebody with the turkey.
Nori.
Yeah, I got a homie in Chicago.
Kiss too, Kiss. You my man too, Kiss.
Yeah.
Y'all went over there. Y'all got a little bit of money. Y'all got that done. Nori, you went hard with it, Nori. You my man. Nori, but
I want
you
my
went
homies,
hard.
man. I tattooed the shit.
Yo, Nori got waves and all that.
Nori got waves?
Nori, I ain't gonna lie. Nori, the way his shit is look good. He said it's his. But you can't tell it ain't.
My homie got like some dog fur like on his shit. Look like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he went far. Where he got his shit done.
I ain't gonna lie. My shit go. I'm just taking it back to the toupee.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the toupee.
The man unit?
Man, you in the toupee.
I ain't had hair so long. I probably don't even look right with hair, bro. And I don't grow facial hair on the side of shit. It don't get as thick. So I never like try to play myself with that. But
how long you didn't have hair?
Man, that's nation's business, man.
That's nature's business. This nigga was born with no hair and stayed like that.
Nah, real shit. I've been bald for like 20, since I was 22, bro. I'm 41 now. I went bald real young. 22 years old, nigga. So you imagine right out of college, nigga, I'm drawing my shit in with a pencil, like with a one of them eyebrow pencils.
At 22, I would have been depressed.
I was.
Yeah, cause that you don't know how to. Yeah, I don't even know how to even take that.
I did that for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Cause my homie cut my hair and shit when I was 25, and I was getting ready to go outside to a club, and. You remember them fucking memes and shit? You look in the mirror, you got all of this shit gone, and you look down, you got hair. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He cut my shit like that.
He cut it?
Yeah, so shout out to...
Like the fishbowl shit, he cut it like that. He left it open.
He left it all open, bro. And I looked in my mirror, I looked bald already. And I looked down, I'm like, what the fuck? And the whole head of hair was back here and shit and lined up all the way
Nah,
down.
he ain't lied.
Nah, bro. I'm like, man, that nigga hated on me. Like, I think he hated on me to this day.
I ain't gonna lie.
And God got him though, because he bald. That's Desmond. Desmond did that to me.
That's what he get.
That's what he get, right?
That's what he lied you. That's what
I was happy when he went bald. And Desmond used to use the most Beijing. He do this shit on the beard still to this day. But
it's crazy. He wilding on. So niggas gonna go look good. Yo, shout out his ad.
Huh?
Shout out his ad, nigga.
Hey, yo, I'm me. That nigga don't post shit on Instagram.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that nigga crazy as hell for doing that to me.
Doing that to me. Yeah, I believe he did that, though.
Yeah, it's just fucked up, man. You know, being bald is a bitch. Some niggas got the head for it, some niggas don't, bro. Pause. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know
y'all
why.
Niggas big on. Why y'all big on pause?
And I'm not. It's so funny, though. That's just...
That shit is mad funny.
I won't break the code. Y'all niggas try not to die. We just pray that we get old. My niggas is gone. If they was not in the field, I won't put their name on the song. I've been in the zone. Calling my niggas from jail, praying they pick up the phone. Try to get niggas to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I get it alone. Watch how you approach. Young nigga drunk in a ghost. I'm blessed like I run with the Pope. If I'm on a yacht, got my gun on the boat. I'm not like you niggas ain't wanna be broke. When it got cold, I wanted a coat. My uncle was tripping, he wanted some dope. Trying to be the richest little nigga you know. This paper get thrown, see who pick up the most. I was with killers, mama didn't know. This might be the realest shit I didn't roll. I gotta just know it fit inside my coat. So many feelings spilling out my soul. Ran out of product, we was dealing soap. I'm just being modest, I could get it low. Don't care who the hottest nigga, this is low. Pull up in Prada, probably with your hoe.
Now they calling me hands. East. Available now at DaveEastCologne.com.
I think you got it. Clean.
Cam, my man, but I don't want to have a conversation with him, man. It's just because nobody want to sit there and have to. You got to really worry about what you're saying. It's I don't want to have it's too much work to have a conversation with Cam. B, I'm good.
Did you see Dave Dash called Cam and was like, "Yo, what's up with the 50 Cent? He pat you on the, he gave you the pat. Why you ain't say no pat?" Like, yo, no pat.
No pat.
That's mad. He said, "Yo, I called him with the mad serious face. Like, yo, what's up? When grown men can't shake your hand, he just came in, hit you with the pat. Why you ain't say?" Chill, no pat. Yo, tell him 50 no pat is mad fucking
That's wild.
funny.
No pat is wild.
No pat is crazy, dude.
Man, no pat.
Like, come on, Dave, you gotta let it chill. Did you just evacuate from the hurricane and shit, and you worried about dudes? That's how serious the pause game is. They won't even let you slide. They got bigger shit.
It's everything. When you get a call, it's crazy.
As a tattoo artist, since we were just talking about people balding, did you ever have to like tattoo anybody's hairline on them, like eyebrows?
Nah, I ain't never have to tattoo on my foot. That's for you, bro.
You know what? That's a good question because when I first got into like the industry, you know what I mean, people really wasn't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? That became familiar with there was one dude I knew named Jose. He used to ask me to come do the tattoo. It's called pigmentation at his shop. He's making a lot of bread doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But he just couldn't. I don't know if it was an insecurity thing with me, but he just could not influence me to come over there and do that shit at his shop. I'm like, man, I'm a real tattoo artist, bro. I put real work on people, and I just can't be holding no man's head. Pause.
Oh my God.
You gotta say it, man. I'm an NYC nigga, so
man,
I just couldn't, you know what I'm saying, be, you know what I'm saying?
It's like nothing you can say. Nah, we not playing that hand, man.
I couldn't grab his skull.
What? Oh my God!
This interview
grab
is over,
his
nigga.
Skull?
This podcast is over. I'm done.
I couldn't grab his skull.
I couldn't do the procedure. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can say pause first and then you good. After you say pause,
Pause. I thought it was like after you said
No. Just say it before you say it. Say it before.
Shit. Yeah, there's rules out here in NYC, man. I'm a Chicago nigga.
Because that's what it's supposed to be like. Yo, pause
that
on
much,
the
that much.
That much of it. Yeah, but it became real, you know what I'm saying? Famous and shit, you know what I'm saying? Real familiar because, like I said, it's a huge insecurity when you go bald and you don't got the right size head, pause. You know what I'm saying? Or pause,
no.
size head.
That's good. That's good.
Right. I ain't finna be doing this shit with
Nah, cause we'll never get through the shit.
Nah, but tattooing the head like that. But that's popular. That's what people is doing. But they got to get a low
cut,
season.
like
Army
a low
shit.
cut forever.
Yeah, and you don't got to shape that up or do nothing. It just stays like
just
that.
Get up and go.
Wow.
And I wasn't doing that shit, B. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't doing.
I'm like,
talking
nah,
about that.
Fuck that.
Is that like?
But how much would that cost? Like how much? Because
Man, my folks be paying like $3,500 for a session. $2,500 start. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back to get the shit filled in and done over to like because when tattoos heal, sometimes it has whatever type of methods you're using, it can be lighter than what you want it to be. You feel me? So you got to come back and get a second session.
That's brave, yo.
And this shit hurt. I got my head tattooed, bro. This shit hurt bad. This shit hurt real bad.
I got a good question for you. What you think your strong points is in tattooing? Because I noticed, I don't have no tattoos. You know that. So I noticed though, people got strong points. Like some people are good with portraits. That's their thing. That's their thing. Some people is good with what else?
Some people are good with line work. You know what I'm saying? Like extremely good with line work. Like Ryan, so shout out to Ryan Henry. You know what I'm saying? He do some really clean lines.
What you think yours is?
Mine is anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not as strong as I would want to be in line work, but I'm strong in that area.
You good in everything.
I'm well-rounded.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I do whatever. I do portraits. I do traditional, tribal. There's so many different pop art, you know what I'm saying? There's different areas when it comes to tattooing, but I'm kind of well-rounded in everything because I don't limit myself. Now, it's other artists out there like my boy Doobie. He did my entire leg, my daughter portrait on my head. He strictly does portraits, but it's a lot of money in that field. Once you do a portrait, they're one of the most expensive tattoos that you can get. And once you become masterful at that shit, there's nothing like putting a portrait on somebody that looks exactly like that person, maybe even better from the picture that you gave them. You feel me? But yeah, I'm well-rounded. So
who's some of the people you did portraits for that we may know actually?
Well, if you know Trayvon Martin's story, I did a portrait for his father. You know,
that was on the BA. He did a portrait. I remember that. He did a portrait
Trayvon on his father's back. You know what I'm saying? That was something that was on the show. Very monumental moment. I did T.I.'s sister's daughter tattoo, the one that passed. And I put a portrait on her. I tattooed Crime Mob chick, Nuck If You Buck, right?
Who, Diamond or
Diamond?
Princess?
Yeah, Diamond. Yeah. So I tattooed so many people, man.
Did we run it?
Hayden from the Chicago Bears.
No. We just gonna dub that one.
All right.
Yeah, tattooed Calvin Hayden from Chicago Bears. Done plenty of people, man. Tattooed my boy Goodz, you know what I'm saying?
I don't have one tattoo.
Why don't you have tattoos?
Pussy.
Or they just not
Pussy.
like.
I mean, I feel like being unique is having a bunch of tattoos and not having not one tattoo. I don't feel like being in between is unique. If I got one or two tattoos is whack. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to get a tattoo, it would have been in my earlier years, and I would have wanted it. I wouldn't want to go extreme. I don't want this whole arm done, my back, but I would want to go extreme with it. So it's either do that or not do it at all. Like I don't got no tattoos, no piercings. I
can sense that because I started at 17 getting tattoos.
You should, yeah. So it's like I would have started earlier. If I didn't get it earlier in my teenage years, it was like my daughter just got a whole sleeve.
She did?
Yep.
Word.
She got a whole sleeve.
I didn't do it.
Right.
Damn.
Trying to wait for you. We don't call after this. She got a whole sleeve, yo. She called me the other day, FaceTime and showed me.
You tapping your foot?
Fire.
Who's tapping their foot?
That's probably me.
That's
my foot.
Yeah, that's fire. If it's it depends. Like if you got a good artist that's working on
something now. Let me see on camera. Shit.
It don't matter who's doing it, as long as they got good work. It's clean. The environment is nice. You know what I'm saying? If you get some really really good artwork on you, it don't matter who did it. It's just as long as you remember the fucking name for the next time. You know what I'm saying? Or the referral for the next time. And that's
let me see. Let me see. Let me show Van your tats.
So you got a tattoo and you ain't call your uncle? Oh, okay. Fire though.
Yeah, they did good.
That look good.
Thank you.
I can't even stunt. That look good. You know I was gonna let you know if that shit was whack.
I know.
He up here. He could have got a little tat, but a small one. No.
If you could fix this one.
Well, you
got
can't
another
see
one?
nothing. Yeah, she got like 3. She wildin'. She got a license too. She got a license.
Okay.
Which one? There's nothing there but a fingernail.
Look.
You holding the way you holding the phone. Right there. That one ain't that bad
It ain't
though.
that bad, but it's uneven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it fixed.
that's light, but it ain't happening. All right, we filming. Bye.
Hold up, I can
You want to get on camera? Her hair look crazy. She ain't going to get on camera.
Nah, just show the tattoo.
Show the tattoo. Show the tattoo.
Yeah, she got some lilies on her.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
You like you got a crackhead on. I'ma holler at you. One.
Bye.
And it's like I can't. She wanted a tattoo, telling me since she was, I think she was 16, going on 17. I'm like, no. When you turn 18, you could get it. I wanted deader so bad, and then I when she turned 18, I can't say nothing.
Yeah, she grown.
She finished. Yeah, she going to college. She finished. I can't even say nothing.
What school she going to?
She going Hampton University.
Okay, Hampton. Okay. No, my daughter just turned 23 a couple of days ago. And she just started at Southwest. You know what I'm saying? Look at her, man.
Yeah.
She got that she got a uniform on and shit. She sent me a picture, man.
Proud.
Yeah, proud.
Now, all right, so
that's a career job.
Are you proud that she worked at Southwest, or are you just proud that you could get on flights for free? Because I would just be proud because I get on flights for free. I wouldn't even care about my daughter.
Well, I'm proud of my daughter. How you know I fly for free? You don't know what the fuck I got going on.
That's what I do, because you're your daughter. Of course, they could probably know how that work. I'm looking for somebody that is hilarious. Why she got them pads when she going playing hockey?
Cause she work on the ramp. She work on the ramp.
Oh, now I'm gonna kill her when I see her.
Yeah, she look cute as hell.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's my daughter, man. You did good with these little fuckers, man.
I can't stand my daughter. What up? What was the next question? What we doing?
Can you tell us about the journey into tattooing and how pop culture has influenced?
Oh, so I might as well just get up and walk away because this ain't nothing.
Cut it. We're gonna get to you. You're gonna play off.
Yeah, all right. What am I? Should I just go over there and watch TV? Nah, I'm playing.
You see how he do? He know he gonna play off of that. Like
Nah. I know. I'm playing.
Yeah. So the journey, honestly, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from a world of artistry. Like, I'm sitting here looking at all this creation.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I used to do a lot of this shit, but I was doing it by hand. So I was a painter, you know what I'm saying? Still am. I was designing clothes and shoes way back in the day before I started tattooing. And then I took a pair of shoes to this dude I know named D. And he told me he had a tattoo. He told me, he's like, man, if you can do some shit like this on some leather sneakers, I can only imagine what you can do on skin. And I'm like, man, what you gonna charge me? You know what I'm saying? And back at that time, it's like 16 years ago, wasn't nobody teaching no black tattoo artists how to tattoo. So he like, man, just if you want to learn, be at my shop, you know what I'm saying? And he was one of the only ones, black people that had a shop. He was working in a beauty salon at that time. And I went over there, sat up with him, and shit, we done created shops together and everything.
I remember y'all shop in Chicago. That's the craziest shit. I remember
it's called Cold and Sight. I got the shit tatted on me. It's still on me, man.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to my nigga D, man. He took me out of that element of being an artist that wasn't making anything, then became an artist to make a lot of bread from tattooing, because I wasn't doing too much. And that's the thing. I had 20 fucking some jobs before I was ever tattooing. So I'm quitting jobs. I'm working since I was 13 years old. But I ain't had a job since 2004. So shout out to me for that. I've been an entrepreneur ever since.
You gotta clap it up for that. Because people don't know how hard it is to clap it up for that. I say that because people don't know how hard it is to
be an entrepreneur.
To bounce off of what you said. Right. I remember having a job. I ain't worked for nobody for, let's say, 15, 16 years now.
Yeah. And
I remember having a job working for somebody, and I got laid off from the last job I had, right? It was a decent job, too.
Yeah.
And I said I would never work for nobody again because they could just do what they want when they want. And that's not for me. And I got laid off because I spoke up about something. Mm-hmm. But I remember that I spoke up about something because at the end of the day, I'm a man. I'm going to speak up about if you're wrong. But if you got a supervisor or a manager, they're never wrong.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. And they'll fire your ass.
I got laid off for that.
Right,
So
right.
at that point, I said I would never, ever in my life
Yeah.
work for nobody again. And that was a turning point for me. So
Yeah.
I can relate to you saying that's a hard thing not to be an entrepreneur and you know what I'm saying, get it how you live yourself for that many years. People don't understand that. So
it's belittling too,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I took that fucking long ass walk, boy, up to that bus stop plenty of times and just got on that motherfucking. It's like, damn, what the fuck I'm finna do now? Got to go find another gig. But I'm glad that shit over with.
Word.
Do you have any words for like aspiring artists or artists who want to like get into like making their own art or doing anything like that?
That's actually a great question, man.
Super dope.
The best thing I would tell an artist is to get a fucking job. Because this shit ain't easy. No, man, but on some real shit, bro, if you really want to, you know, if you are an artist or you want to be an artist, it just takes a ton of dedication and a ton of consistency. You got to be ready to get up and do it more than you actually go into a fucking job, because the times you work a 9 to 5, you go home and go to sleep and do this and that. There's times that my lady go to work, you know what I'm saying? And when she get off, I'm still working.
Still working.
All the way into the midnight hours. I used to sleep in my tattoo shop, you know what I'm saying? I did this shit because I actually love doing it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm working for somebody, I'm doing it because I have to. I'm tattooing because I want to. And that's the dedication that I had to put into the craftsmanship and the business. And you got to take it as serious as a job, because if you slack, somebody else coming to take your slot. Yeah. And ain't nobody taking mine. And you got to be willing to fall and get back up and do it all over again. When you get low on bread, spending the money, do it all over again. You gotta do the shit differently the next time. But don't never forget that fucking grind and that consistency. That's what you gotta keep.
All right. Do you remember the day when you got your first tattoo gun?
Yeah, I do. I remember exactly what I don't remember what day it was, but I remember how old I was.
And what was it?
It was a lion on my chest. Now, I told the nigga,
It's a little
his name was
freaky.
Tazar. Tazar did the lion. It was supposed to be a lion, a big lion, but when I got up, it looked like fucking Simba.
Tazar did that. He sound like he do lions on people's chests.
Tazar did the fucking Simba on my chest, nigga, and it had green eyes. And I thought it was the coldest shit ever, but I kept looking like, man, this the nigga off the Lion King, man. You
And it
know
was. And it was.
It was.
Wow.
It was the grown Simba. Or was Mufasa, but both of them niggas look alike.
Right.
But I got it covered up and shit with some big ass wings on my chest later on down in life. Shout out to Zah, but all the tattoos that the nigga did, I got them all covered up.
Because that was in the beginning stages.
That was beginning.
Do you have a picture of that tattoo? The first one you did? Nah, right?
Nah, yeah.
I would just show Simba like, that's crazy.
Take Simba and put it on his chest.
This is before I started tattooing. So I was at college, you know what I'm saying? The nigga, I used to go pick the nigga up an hour away from Chicago, drive him down to NIU, you know what I'm saying, while I was at school. And this nigga used to tattoo so many motherfuckers, bro, and I just take him back. And I remember him so vividly because he a short, bald head nigga, light skin. He smoked a lot of weed. And if you getting ready to turn a corner, he don't tell you right or left. You get to a right, he just be like,
yo, you're lying,
I swear to God, he don't never say nothing because he be smoking and shit. So he be having his mouth full of smoke. So as soon as it's time to turn, and I knew him like, what the fuck is that? He's like, every time I do that, bro, just turn right or left. I hope you know your turning signals. And I'm like, damn, somebody in front of me. He be like, Chicago nigga, man. Wow.
Chicago, man.
But wasn't like the tattoo guns expensive?
They was more expensive back then. And then it came to a point where they was louder. They was coil. It was called coil machines. You had to wrap rubber bands around the motherfuckers. You had to have a needle that you stick inside the tube to put inside that motherfucker. And then it came to a point. They was pretty expensive. Then it came to machines that was kind of like silent a little bit. And then they took it was called rotary machines. Now it's fucking, it's like silent machines. You know what I'm saying? You use on people now. And shout out to my boy Maya Bailey. Maya Bailey from Atlanta. He's a world-renowned tattoo artist. Black dude from Atlanta. Love him. And he came in our shop one day at 9 Mac. And he showed, it was me, Four, and Ryan. We sitting down. He had some cartridges, right? He's like, this is the new wave of tattooing. This is the needle, and you put it in a tube that we was using. He was like, you don't got to do that no more. You just snap the needle out these days, and you just put it in. It's so quick. It's going to change our life. We so fucking infatuated with the things that we was doing back in the day and how we came up. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't do that. I ain't using that. So it took me about maybe a year or two, maybe, to start using the cartridges, and it's so fucking fast, nigga. It's.
But you was comfortable where you was.
I was comfortable where I was,
and that's
yeah. So that's a good thing you just said, because being comfortable is being complacent. You got to be able to grow. And when somebody tell you something, especially a nigga like him, I should have listened then. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been way quicker. I would have been made way more efficient with my artwork. Because literally, you drawing and using the liner, you can take it out and start shading right then and there. You know what I'm saying? It's take a second to take that motherfucking needle off and with the rubber band and wrap it and re-wrap. That shit probably take like 5 minutes. So you cut off so much time, and the way that you use the machines now. That's why the tattoos look so different from now until back in the day. You can become a tattoo artist, and if you code that artwork, I can literally teach you how to fucking do a proficient tattoo, and you'll be cold as hell in about 6 months. I'm talking about cold. It took me years and years to get cold.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just the levels of how shit then got so different. There's thousands of tattoo artists out. Man, there's so many damn tattoo artists out there, nigga, that I'm doing $100 tattoos now.
It's like rappers now.
Yeah.
It's like every field now. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Every field now is competitive. There's so much people in every field. Not like back in the day where it wasn't that much people tattooing.
Right.
That was something like, you're a tattoo.
Right,
now in everything, is so much people doing it because we done went through the times and people that learned how to do this and it changing.
Yeah.
There's so much people in every field. You really gotta be at the top of your class and whatever you do.
You got to be a senior in your class, man, because a freshman to get to a senior level, and like I said, in a few months, real quick.
And another thing I've seen, and even with tattoo artists, I've seen somebody that just start, surpass the person that's been doing it
for years,
just over doing one tattoo.
Yep.
And you like, wow, I've been nice for this long doing this, and that happen in rap all the time. You be like, I've been nice for this long doing this, and then somebody just come in and then.
That lets me know when Ryan was teaching this little nigga, man, his name Ace. Now Ace was just he come from Belize, you know what I'm saying? He a Belize kid, cool little dude, you know what I'm saying? Light skin, cold as hell. I think, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Ryan probably looked at him as like a protege. Yeah. And this nigga was cold as hell with the pencil work, bro. I'm talking about he would draw you exactly down to the fibers on your face, how you look. The pores in your skin. It was just so detailed. And I'm like, I can't wait to see what this nigga doing with a needle, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he bought a fucking, it's called Pound of Flesh. It's a tattoo arm that they came out with. It's fake skin, but it's a whole arm. Literally got the hand and everything. He drew everybody. I'm talking tattooed everybody on that hand. And on the arm.
So he was nice when he touched it.
He was nice when he touched it. He paused. He tattooed my face, Ryan's face. He tattooed Four face on that bitch. He tattooed Cat. I think he might have tattooed, because that was the original 9 Mag. But that nigga is cold then and he cold now. And I knew he was going to be tough. He surpassed a lot of us up, you know what I'm saying? At that time when we was just in the shop, we thinking like, damn, this nigga is crazy. But even when I see talent like that, I never hate on it because I know where it come from to be consistent at something and work hard at something. If he didn't put all those hours in tattooing on paper, he would have never been that cold on skin.
He put the work in.
You can't, and I give a lot of love and, you know what I'm saying, praise to that kid for sure.
Do you think these are starting to get oversaturated? Do you think these, I'm just going to call them topics as we were talking about it, like tattooing, artistry, like rappers and stuff, do you think it's getting oversaturated, or do you think everybody can get their foot in the door?
Everything's getting oversaturated. But it doesn't help for me to even talk about that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to continue to do what I've been doing. I can't think about what nobody else is doing. That's when I just said, well, I'm doing $100 tattoos. That's strictly for the benefit of continuing to do what I do. I know what's going to bring and what I love to do. It ain't about the money no more to me. I'm a chef. I got, you know what I'm saying, I do clothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm nice in a lot of entrepreneur areas. But I'm super nice with that tattooing shit. And I was doing palm-sized tattoos for $100. You can't beat that. I look online, I see all type of motherfuckers doing palm-sized tattoos for $100. Now it's trendy. You know what I'm saying?
Trendy, yep.
So now I just got to be mindful and come up with something else, which I will. But ain't nothing gonna stop me, man. I'm in New York City. I can tattoo out here. I can tattoo everywhere I go. I was in the Dominican Republic.
That's something I think you got over. My phone out the country. That's something you got over people though. Being a celebrity, you got to use that.
Yeah,
you spoke about that. So you got to use your celebrity because you're able to go around and tattoo different places all for your face.
Exactly.
People knowing you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's become huge for me though, because a lot of motherfuckers, I don't care how cold you is, if you don't have a name, you still, you know what I'm saying, a rookie in some certain people's eyes. But for me to have that name and built on that name, no matter how many times I've lost, you know what I'm saying, I have several wins. And I still have that talent. That's God given. Ain't nobody taking that away from me.
Yeah, we should do just came over with son, maybe like a cypher tattoo tour.
That'd be crazy.
Where we do like a cypher and you can get tattoos.
Yeah.
In one place.
That'd be dope as hell. And I keep it short and simple. $100 tattoos, palm size. So everybody can really get that experience.
And then we'll do $100 to get in the cypher. It'll just be something like that. You just do it like that.
How big of an impact do you think tattooing is in hip hop, sports?
It's the biggest. It started with AI.
It's a part of fashion.
When AI started getting tattoos, the whole damn NBA started getting them. They wear it as clothing now. You can get your whole tattoo shirt, and that motherfucker look like you got a shirt. You like you got a shirt on.
Yeah,
it's become crazy. The numbing cream has gotten insanely crazy. I hate that shit. But if a client can sit down without that pain, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a hater on it because I dealt with pain, boy. I'm talking about this shit hurt. But when it comes to somebody sitting down and not being able to take no pain, you just kind of look at them like, damn, this nigga ain't budging. That's because you got the fucking numbing cream on. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I like it now because it's starting to come out with better brands. I'm learning how to really use it because this is a time to learn how to use that shit too. Because if you have it on for too long, you can scar the skin. It's just wild, man. Like tattooing is definitely an industry that's broaden to the masses and the entertainment, you know what I'm saying, as far as the rappers and the fucking the ball players, NFL, everybody that can show some skin is showing some tattoos off. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's one of the things that I can continue to provide, man. And there ain't no age where you can stop neither. As long as your hand's working, I know motherfuckers that's 60 years old still tattooing.
Still tattooing.
Cold.
Do you think numbing cream takes
you want to change that? My fault.
No.
You sure? Because I don't want that to show.
No, don't worry about that. We can't see that shit.
Okay, cool.
Do you think numbing cream takes away from the experience of getting tattooed?
Yeah, for sure. Numbing cream takes away the pain. So, but
tattoo is pain.
Yeah, tattooing is pain.
Everybody ain't got tats?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it's more so about the experience.
That's crazy.
When I tattoo people, I like to have the conversations with people. Why are they getting the tattoos? What do they do in life? Tattooing has brought me such an array of different people, different cultures, and I can make money with some of the clients that sit in my chair. Ain't no telling what you do. I'm just having a conversation to figure out what you do, so I can see if I can, you know what I'm saying, apply to my life and my style of living. So it's just dope doing it, and it's also dope for not to, you know what I'm saying, be able to feel that pain. I'm going to go ahead and say this on fucking camera. When you don't feel the pain, you know what I'm saying, it can be a lot more pleasurable to have different fucking conversations because when you're thinking about that pain, you're thinking about that from the beginning to the end of the tattoo, and you lose out on conversation.
Yeah, no, I shut up when I'm getting mine done. I don't even want to talk to nobody.
I get on the phone, I get on live, I'm listening to some music, you know what I'm saying? So I always got the ambiance for you to take your mind away from it.
Take your mind, yup.
That's personal.
Because is it painful?
Oh, it's some places on your body are like extremely painful. Yeah, like my leg hurt, my back hurt.
Neck?
the neck, I ain't never went in the middle, but the sides, all that shit hurt. And I tell everybody, like people, I got people that got down to their cuticles on their hands. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt like hell. My head. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a little midget was in the motherfucker, or a small person. Excuse me. Seemed like they was dancing on my brain. I'm like, what the fuck? With some tap dancing shoes on too. I'm like, damn, this shit hurt. But I just kept going back about his insecurity, man. So I was bald. I got started. I started in the back. I'm like, man, I can't see this shit. So every time I look in the mirror, I'm like a milk dud still. I'm like, man, let me get this shit. Let me get the sides tatted. So I hit the rolls on that bitch.
Tattoo like a whole haircut on your shit.
Nah, I was gonna do that.
With the sideburns and all that.
I'm gonna do that fucking asshole. I'm gonna go do the sideburns.
Like the whole beard. Like
nah,
that.
I'm not gonna do that. No.
To the head?
I know niggas that did this shit though.
Nah, you lying.
It's a nigga on the internet, bro. He got Louis Vuitton signs all across here. He got a headband too. Yeah, I think something wrong with it.
Yo, Daylight was the first one to have a tattoo and battle rap on his face.
Rush L. What do you have?
He just got some ill shit, some lines or some shit.
We can look it up, we can pull it up, but yeah.
Yeah, see, I ain't with none of that. Like, I wasn't gonna get no tattoos on my face, but the ones I have is subtle. And they right around, like, my jaw lines and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, this is the only thing that I would do on my face. Because my mom always told me, don't tattoo your face. That's my face. I had you. Woo, woo. I'm like, all right, cool. I won't do that. But I got it on my sideburns and my jawline area because I can't grow fucking hair on my sideburns. Oh, they like wicked.
I don't know what that
nigga going through some shit. You gotta go through some shit. What? Oh, no. Was that some spider? Where was that spider? Oh, yeah, he crazy. I don't want to see him.
For Goodz, how was a little Louisiana
Louisiana.
Louisiana. My bad. Louisiana. Experience. Shut up. Stop.
You made it like I went to the projects up the block and saw and saw a little show in the projects. Yo, you going to Louisiana?
Not Louisiana. Okay, Louisiana. How was the experience? Tell us how the crowd was. Like, how was everything going?
For somebody that's into those type of things, it would have been extreme, right? I think because I've been doing this so long and I've seen this so many times, like stuff like this, for real, I stayed in the and notice this is real talk. I stayed in the green room. You want a real answer or you want a fake one?
No, I want the real. I was going to tell because if you wasn't, I was going to blow it up. I was like, this nigga stayed in the back.
Yeah, I know. I keep it real.
Eating popcorn.
I told you like that.
But I know, but I feel you because I saw that crowd. You would have been in the darkness somewhere.
No, don't get it twisted. It was crazy though. I did step out for a quick minute to go because we're in the back, so I'm not out there with the crowd. And I think the best way to watch shows is in the crowd though. So people think they want to be backstage, but you're not getting the show from backstage, right?
Yeah,
so now don't get it twisted as being on stage or on the side. I just step out right there, you know what I'm saying? It was on the, could be on the side right there and see it. So that from that view is crazy. But I still feel like you get it better from being in that crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Wayne we talking about, right?
Yes.
Louisiana, right?
Yeah, so but come on, the building was packed. It was crazy. So much stuff happened that day. You can't even. The whole Cash Money was on stage.
Right.
So for us up here, that might not mean too much. But when you down there, you see what that mean to them down there. Yeah. It's crazy.
What's your experience?
That's like doing a show in a whole rock.
Right.
Rockefeller doing a whole on stage. So when you see that for them, it was crazy.
How you connected with the nigga Wayne?
He DM'd me.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something I like about Wayne, man. Wayne the type of dude that he don't do what's expected. Mm-hmm. He does what he wants to do. Yeah. Period. That man did not have to DM me at all. Right. Why is Lil Wayne DMing me? He heard me. This is what he told me. And shout out to Wayne. That's my brother. This is what he told me. He said he saw something with me. It popped up. He started watching me. He already knew, of course he knew because that nigga's a rapper. So he started watching. that went off, something else came on. Now I don't know exactly what it was. I don't know, because I had that around that time. I just started dropping these freestyles consistently.
Yeah.
But he started watching. Sun Ghost came on. He watched that. Sun Ghost came on. He watched that. And he's sitting there in his phone. And he said, I caught myself on my phone for a minute. He said, whatever I was watching of you after like the fourth video went off. So I told whoever else. I forgot who he said. He told, yo, go find the kid Goodz again.
Okay.
And he found me again. And he started watching some more.
Yeah.
And he said from there, after that, he DM'd me.
Okay.
He did. So imagine waking up.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, right? I get up 8 o'clock in the morning, boom. You know, the first thing you do is pick up your phone, you check your phone. So I grab my phone, boom. Now, I tell you, at this time, I started dropping these freestyles consistently, so my Instagram was jugging.
Yeah.
So I went from 215K to 235K and like 4 freestyles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just jugging. So I'm picking up my phone to check, you know what I'm saying, to see the activity, see what's going on, you know, it feel good. That makes me want to do another freestyle.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna kill this next one, cause now that, you know what I'm saying, when you getting that love, pick up the phone, I got a few DMs, or every time I wake up, I go into the DM. Now I see, it's crazy, I never told a story like this. This is wild. I see Tunchi. See, it's a blue check. I'm like, shit might be fake. I don't trust nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't trust. I'm gonna tell you how much I didn't trust it. I don't trust nothing. I see it. I look. I go to Google. Put in Lil Wayne. That page pops up. All right, cool. So this is clearly somebody from his camp. That's how I'm thinking.
Affiliation.
Not him.
Right.
This
not
is
him.
somebody. I still don't. This ain't him to me.
This ain't him.
Now, he wrote me something showing wild love. Yo, bro, keep spitting that. Wayne, you know Wayne talk crazy. Keep spitting that influential, whatever he said to me.
Right.
It's incredible. Because I got hit up by so many people in my DM, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of rappers people will know. Nobody of that big. Because Wayne is like pop star big. Right. But rock star. I got hit up by so many other people though that's in the industry that's known, that show love. To me, it's just kind of a good looking, bro. I appreciate it. This is what I said to Wayne. Good looking. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's big coming from you. And that's where it would stop for me, because I appreciate you being a fan of me. I'm a fan of you. But if for me, if nobody's hitting me to help better my situation, I got to get back to doing what I'm doing. So I'm not like, this person hit me.
Yeah.
I don't really, it don't move me. It's just I appreciate that. That's love. Mm-hmm. But if it's just a text that stays in a DM, that's all it is.
Right.
It don't really do nothing for me. I still got to get back to doing what I'm doing to make money. To, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all up.
Yeah.
Wayne is the only one that took it a step further. And after I wrote that, he hit me back with you signed? And then, you know what I'm saying? He been fucking with me ever since. So he's the only one. Wayne really, one thing I can say about Wayne is Wayne does what he wants to do. Right. He don't follow the trend of what's supposed to be hot, what's not hot. Whatever he feel is hot and what he want to do, that's what it is. Right. And you know what I'm saying? And that's that. And from there, you know what I'm saying? I've been fucking with him ever since. He a good-hearted nigga. Well, yeah. We got some stuff coming. We got a lot of stuff coming.
That's dope. Tell the nigga I want to give him a tattoo. Courtesy of me. Sort of put that on record, motherfucker. But anyhow.
How do you feel about these major labels and deals? Like, I just saw a video on it's this female artist named Mona Leo, and she discusses in a Genius interview about how these major labels are predatory to younger artists and trapping them in deals. Do you feel the same way?
I feel right now, because of social media, you don't need a major label no more. Mm-hmm. You don't you don't need nothing. You could become everything like a label would do for you. It can get done on social media. You can get a Pepsi deal off of social media. Yeah. You can get a commercial, a movie, anything off of social media if you got a bunch of followers. All you gotta do is get popping on social media. You don't need nothing no more. You make more money independent anyway. So it ain't like back in the day when you needed a label to do these big things for you. You don't no more, because now social media made it to where they can directly reach out to you themselves. They don't They don't gotta go through no label. And the label going over here to do this and do that. So real talk, you don't need that. Right, and nowadays, honestly, being independent is the best thing.
Yeah. That shit really happened after COVID. Everybody learned how to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so much downtime. It was so many things that niggas
and a lot of people
wanted
failed
to do and didn't have the time to do it. Now you got the time to do it. Ain't no excuse. Boy, it wasn't no COVID for me.
That's what I like about COVID, man, because COVID, what COVID did was separate the men from the mice. It just made the people, either you going to fail or you going to win.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? COVID was one of the periods of time I made the most money I probably ever made legally.
Same for me.
So, and it's a, well, I had to say that. And,
You gotta say
legally, it's the truth, yeah. But it tops one of the most money I ever made in life, period.
Yeah.
The COVID times, because if you a hustler, you knew how to get to it in COVID. So it made the people that was hustling know how to get some money enhance, and it made the people that don't know how to get no money drop even lower.
Right.
And that's all it did. There was no middle in COVID, during COVID times.
Yeah.
Me and Van was outside though. Well, we wasn't really outside, but during when it opened back up, man was traveling though. We went a couple of places.
Nigga,
we
was outside.
We went to Miami. That shit was.
It was 3 people on the strip.
It was stupid. I'm gonna tell you how stupid Miami was. We went there during COVID. It's 108 degrees. We got on masks, and it's 5 of us outside on the strip.
Yeah. And I had the dopest crib for the lowest price.
Oh my, yo, listen.
The flights one shit but like $30 there and back.
And back.
Like, what?
Word.
I know it's fucked up outside, but let me get out.
Yeah, when it was time to get out. Y'all got a crazy story about Chicago, and I wanted to tell this story because I never told this story before, and it's funny. It's wild funny, but we wasn't gonna get to it, so I gotta tell it.
I know what story you finna go tell, man. Go ahead. Before I tell it for you.
You know they stole my rental in Chicago?
No way.
And Van wasn't even there. He was coming the next day. He was out of town. He was coming the next day. I flew down there to, I think, to host something. Got paid to host something down there. Van wasn't in town. He was coming the next day. I gets up. I got a red Challenger, black rims. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
The fast one. What's the not
SRT? One of them bitches.
One of those, like an SRT or something. Nice.
Hemi or something.
Hemi, yeah. I got one of those. SRT Hemi, one of those nice, all red. I pause, next I get up, boom, I need some water. I don't got no water in my room. I go Google a gas station. I pause in the gas station. Now, in New York, I was used to doing this because in New York, they don't take cars. This is not what New York is known for.
Right.
I pause in the gas station. I leaves the car running. So I pull by a pump. I leave the car running. I go in the gas station. So now I have 2 phones. I got my main phone, I got another phone. I leave the other phone in the car. I get out, I walk, and I'm like, nah, let me get my phone out the car. I go back to the car, grab the other phone in my pocket. I go in the gas station for a water. I buy the water, come back out. I don't think you know how confused I was. When I walked out that gas station, that had to be the most confused I ever been in my life. Because I start questioning myself, saying, did I park in another gas station and walk to this one?
Right.
I was so confused. You ever was so confused, you never was that confused, you questioned yourself. Like, I thought, like, you know what, I'm bugging. I knew I drove there, but when I walked out, I thought I left the car parked and walked to the gas station. Maybe I was dreaming.
There was some niggas on phone them grave that did that to you. Mm-hmm. I know that's what they was. Like, it was on phone them little shorties out there that be like on phone them grave. Them are the ones that did that to you because them cars is hot as hell. Them Kias, them Challengers, them motherfucking them SRTs, anything that can speed and but you left your car open, nigga, a wrench.
Yeah, and
nigga.
so I ain't
Camaros,
right.
Over with.
All them joints. So I didn't know what you got. So I left it running. I came out. The car was not there. So I'm like, like I was really stuck. I'm telling for like 5 minutes. Like I'm walking, I'm standing, I'm like, all right. Did I park it somewhere? Maybe somebody moved it. I'm thinking of shit like somebody was polite. Maybe somebody moved it because somebody had to get by. So they just moved it for me.
Right.
I'm walking around the whole, I'm looking, and it took me like 5 minutes to realize they stole the car. So I'm like, oh man. So I went back in. I went back in the gas station. I had to sit there, get a police report, all of that, right? They found the car. After I got back in order now, my man came and picked me up. He wasn't even there. He wound up coming the next day. Oh, he was coming later on that day, probably. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I wound up getting
This was
with
a
him later
nighttime
on.
though, right?
This was a day.
A
So
day.
I think you came back at night.
Yeah.
So I'm telling
Shout out to
him,
my nigga
I was
Dasan,
flying. Yeah,
man.
Dasan. Shout out to Dasan.
Dasan, he came and pick Goodz up.
He looked like he pulled up on me, got me and all that. You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say, so, and I was leaving the next day, so I called police report. I had to call the rental people, told me they stole the car, blah, blah, blah. When I get home, boom, boom. A couple of days later, they told me they found the car 8 hours away somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was beat up, whatever. Right? They try to make me pay 28 grand for the car.
Where's the insurance?
Huh?
You ain't had no insurance on the whip?
None.
Yeah,
So-
you gotta pay.
On the